heart. Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Vivrajakatartha Shishimat. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Amacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Sikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudhi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Kanpur Dham Ki Jai. Gangamai Ki Jai. Shmunamai Ki Jai. Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai. Mahaprasad Distribution Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Tagore Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shishi Guru and Gauranga. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Okay, we're going to do some bhajans this evening, so if everyone could be seated somewhere where you can see the screen nicely.
Oh, my. Hare Krishna Prabhu, I'll give a quick introduction. Hare Krishna. Devotees, thank you for assembling here. We are very fortunate to have His Grace Kalakantha Prabhu. So, here few words about Kalakantha Prabhu. His Grace Kalakantha Prabhu is a senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada and an accomplished bhakti practitioner and teacher and initiating guru. He specializes in translating Sanskrit and Bengali bhakti texts for English speaking audience. For the past 12 years, he has developed the Krishna House project in Gainesville, Florida, into a dynamic and successful college preaching center. In recent years, he has led the opening of many Krishna houses in several cities of USA and Canada, and inspiring large group of youth to experience transformative life of bhakti. With that, we will warmly welcome Prabhu by loudly chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Over to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming. So nice to be back here at Cedar Park and see all of you. Shri Radha Krishna, all the wonderful devotees here. This week is a big week for all the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We're coming up on the appearance of Lord Nityananda next Monday. And of course, today is the appearance of Advaita Acharya. So Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, who is the foundational creator of this material world. So we all have this relationship with Advaita. And his relationship with Lord Chaitanya was always a very interesting one. He was elder to Lord Chaitanya by 50 years. And he was a householder with 2 wives and 6 sons. When the great devotee Madhavendra Puri was traveling to get sandalwood for his Gopal deity, he came through Shantipur where Advaita lived. And there Advaita met him and was initiated by him. So later, Lord Chaitanya took initiation from one of Madhavendra Puri's disciples, Ishwar Puri. So Advaita Acharya was the godbrother of his guru. So Lord Chaitanya was naturally very respectful towards him. He was elder. He was his guru's godbrother. So he treated him with great reverence. Advaita did not like this very much. So he plotted, how will I get Lord Chaitanya angry at me? So he came up with an idea, and he began teaching impersonal philosophy at his ashram in Shantipur. He thought, I will gather hundreds of students and teach them all in person, and this will make Lord Chaitanya angry. So Lord Chaitanya came to visit him and saw Advaita was saying to everybody that the goal of the Vedas is Brahman, to become one with everything and enter into this Brahman existence. That is the real goal of life, and it is achieved by knowledge. And Bhakti and Krishna, they're secondary. When Lord Chaitanya saw this, he became furious. And this Advaita, who he'd always been so respectful to, he grabbed him by the hair and his beard and pulled him out of the house and began kicking him and beating him in the courtyard. He said, which is more important, bhakti or gyan? And Advaita said, gyan, you need gyan to get bhakti. And he would kick him some more. So Haridas Thakur was watching all this. Krishna, Krishna. And Sita Thakurani, Advaitacharya's wife, was saying, hey, he's an old Brahmin, don't kill him. But Lord Nityananda was smiling. And then Advaita got up and he was also smiling. Now, I have gotten Lord Chaitanya to stop treating me so respectfully. So this is the pastime of Advaita. He has many wonderful pastimes with Lord Chaitanya. But tonight I wanted to talk some more about Lord Nityananda, because this is even more significant event in our lives. Advaitacharya is the Grihasta, which we, most of us will appreciate. He is the elder, he is the wise, he is the one who called Lord Chaitanya to descend. And when Lord Chaitanya descended, he also brought his primary associate, Lord Nityananda. So of course, Lord Nityananda is the incarnation of Balaram. In the Ram Leela, Ram's brother was Lakshmana. And Lakshmana was the younger brother. So Lord Ram would make the decisions and Lakshmana would go along, but he often disagreed. For example, when the throne was taken from Ram by Kaikeyi's intrigue, Lakshmana said, you shouldn't just take this lying down, you should fight for the throne. And Ram said, no, whatever father says, I'm going to do. So he said, go to the forest, I'm going to the forest. And Lakshmana said, all right, I'm going with you. And then Sita said, I'm going with you too. And Lakshmana said, Ram, no, don't bring Sita, it will be trouble. And Ram said, she wants to go, what can I do? So time and time again, Ram overrode Lakshmana's opinion. So Lakshmana resolved, next time, I'm going to be the elder brother, then he'll have to listen to me. So in the next incarnation, he came as Balaram, the elder brother of Krishna. Now he thought Krishna will listen to me. Of course, that didn't happen. For example, one year on Balaram's birthday, Lord Brahma saw Krishna kill Aghasur, and then he took all the cowherd boys and calves and hid them away, only to see Krishna then manifest all exact duplicates from his Vishnu Murtis. So they were such perfect duplicates that their mothers couldn't tell the difference, the boys' mothers, the cows' mothers could not tell the difference, and even Balaram couldn't tell the difference. So for a whole year this went on. Balaram was not there that day because it was his birthday and he stayed home. So one day Balaram was with Krishna and the boys tending the cows when all of a sudden they saw a very unusual sight on Govardhan Hill. The cowherd men who were tending the herd of full-grown cows, all of a sudden lost control of the herd. The cows saw these calves down at the foot of the hill and they started running down the hill. And the men were trying, but they could not stop them. They were running so fast, it looked like they had 2 legs instead of 4 legs. And the humps on their backs were sliding back and forth. And the men were running after them, very upset because they were trying to train their sons how to take care of cows, and here they were unable to do it themselves. And when the cows came to these calves who had been weaned long ago, they started licking them and nursing them with great affection. And Balaram said, "What is going on?" And then the men came, and instead of being angry, they all of a sudden, when they saw their sons, they started embracing them and smelling their heads. And Balaram was saying, "What is going on?" So then he asked, and then Krishna disclosed the whole thing. Because Balaram knew only Krishna's tricks work on me. And so in this way, Krishna was not very obedient to Balaram or respectful. Balaram was great friends with whom? Duryodhana, yes. Duryodhana was his close buddy. He taught him how to fight with a club. And Balaram told Krishna, "Look, don't get involved with this war. You got the Kurus and you got the Pandavas. Don't get in the middle of this. It's a family quarrel." But Krishna said, don't worry, brother. I'm just going to be a chariot driver." And Balaram was disgusted, and so he went away on pilgrimage. Couldn't stop him. Even now he won't listen to me. Next time, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. So this is Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is the elder brother, but he just does whatever he wants to do. For example, Lord Chaitanya accepted the sannyas order because that was respectable in that time. And as the sannyasi, Lord Chaitanya had a danda, but it was an ek danda, a single, the impersonalist staff. And Nityananda Prabhu saw this, and he took the danda and broke it into 3 pieces and threw it in the river. Said, "You don't need this." And Lord Chaitanya had told him, "Go to Bengal and preach. I'll be here in Jagannath Puri. You go and preach in Bengal." But he'd just come and see Lord Chaitanya in Jagannath Puri. The avadut, he just do whatever he wanted to do. So this is the background behind the appearance of Lord Nityananda. But even more foundational than that is that, you see, Krishna is very busy with his loving devotees, and he stays with them all the time. He just wants to be with them. Everyone else who, for one reason or another, wants to leave Krishna in the spiritual world and come to Austin, for them, there's Lord Nityananda. He's the Adi Guru. He deals with Duryodhana. He deals with Jagai and Madai. He deals with all of the rejects that are not eligible for Krishna's Leela. So this is why Lord Nityananda is so very important in our lives. About 150 years ago, a great devotee named Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who was a remarkable person, had this revelation about the great importance of Lord Nityananda. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was born in a very, very rich family. He had a very wonderful childhood. But when he was 13 or 14, he was newly married, which was a custom in that day. All of a sudden, a cholera plague, swept through the village and killed his father and all of his brothers and most of the people in the village. And all of a sudden, this very idyllic childhood he was living was over. And he now had to be the sole support for his mother and wife and young child. Bhaktivinoda was just about 14 or 15 years old at this time, and he had to curtail his education and go to work. In addition, they lost all their money in this episode, so he was starting from scratch with all this responsibility. But Bhaktivinoda was such a very brilliant person that he took an entry-level job as a teacher and gradually rose through the ranks in the British Raj until he had the highest position that an Indian could hold in the British Raj, which is a magistrate, kind of a combination of a judge and a mayor in Jagannath Puri. So in the course of these years, though, Bhaktivinoda began exploring philosophy because he was not content with the kind of traditional upbringing he had had philosophically. He began to study the English imported Christianity and then hybrids like theosophy, but every time he would find it unsatisfactory. Then he discovered the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was, of course, native to his Bengal, but it had been lost in time and obscured and perverted. But when he got the understanding of the actual teachings of Lord Chaitanya, from that point on, roughly age 35 on, he became a staunch devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for the rest of his life. Not only as a devotee, but as a brilliant man that he was, he organized, he wrote prolifically, 100 books about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So many of his books were in the form of these songs, which were written in the vernacular Bengali of the day. And of course, we love to sing these bhajans by Bhaktivinoda. They're so deep and full of meaning. But for many of us, how many speak Bengali here? So I rest my case. So my friend Achyutananda Prabhu many years ago, excuse me, translated these bhajans to English when he was a young sannyasi in India at age 20. And he learned Bengali and Sanskrit and then translated the songs for his own edification, the most popular ones. Then Srila Prabhupada appreciated his work and asked him to publish it as a songbook. And he wrote a foreword for the book. So this book, how many are familiar with the Songs of the Vaishnavacharyas book? As we see, okay, so here we find so many of these beautiful bhajans. So Achyutananda Prabhu encouraged me to translate them to English in a way, not just a literal translation, but in a way they could be sung. So this is the book that we put together, he and I. And these bhajans are now, they have an absolute value even if we don't understand the language. They resonate in the heart. And yet for most of us, the idea of being able to understand what we're singing also resonates. So this is our goal. And we'll try a couple tonight. Is that all right? Okay, a couple about Lord Nityananda. I wonder if we could see better if the lights were out. What do you think, Prabhuji? Should we try that? Can we hit the switch? Yeah. Is that better? Okay. All right. And my dear traveling companions here, Brihat Mridanga Prabhu, Bhakta Stephen, Dristadumna Prabhu, are going to they'll help us with the kartals and mridanga. So we'll sing this as a call and response, okay? And this particular song, everyone see okay? Can everybody see? Okay. Is that better? Okay. So this is called the Song of the Broker. Boro Sukir Kabor Gai means, hey, I'm coming with great news, happy news. I'm singing about happy news. Lord Nityananda, Bhaktivinoda says, has set up a marketplace next door to my house in Sarabi Kunj. Great news. It's like a marketplace. And he's selling the holy name for a very cheap price. Just have a little faith and try it out. And he's the broker. Now, anyone in real estate here? You know, the broker owns the company, and then the salesman makes the sale and then gets a commission. He splits the commission with the broker, right? So Bhaktivinoda is the salesman, Lord Nityananda is the broker. And Bhaktivinoda is, and we're the customer, okay? He is selling us that we should buy this holy name from Lord Nityananda. Then he gives us all the reasons. It's going to make you happy. Lord Nityananda is such a liberal salesman that he will allow anyone to buy this. There's no credentials required. Even though it's Kali Yuga, even the chandalas, the dog eaters, can buy from him. And this, if you purchase the holy name, it will give you bliss unending. And if you happen to get a taste for it and one teardrop appears in your eye, Lord Nityananda will give you everything. All right, so here is the Song of the Broker. Oh yeah, and between each verse we'll sing this refrain, Koda Nitai. Anyone know what Koda Nitai means? Koda? The Koda is the owner and manager. So Lord Nityananda is the owner and the manager of the marketplace. Koda Nita. Eyes. So Govinda, yeah. Borosukir Kaborgai, Borosukir Kaborgai. Borosukir Kaborgai, Borosukir Kaborgai. I sing of ecstatic news, blissful and fantastic news. I sing of ecstatic news, blissful and fantastic news. Sarabi kunjete namer hat kuleche. Sarabi kunjete namer hat kuleche. Nittai's Kirtan marketplace is in Sarabi Kunja. Nittai's Kirtan marketplace is in Sarabi Kunja. Kodanitai, Kodanitai. Kodanitai, Kodanitai. Is that what you say? Boro mojar katatai, Boro mojar katatai. Boro mojar katatai, Boro mojar katatai. There are smiles on every face in that holy marketplace. There are smiles on every face in that holy marketplace. Radhamule Shudha Namaste Hatete Bikai. Radhamule Shudha Namaste Hatete Bikai. Krishna's holy names are sold for just the price of faith. Krishna's holy names are sold for just the price of faith. Kodanitai, Kodanitai. Jata Bhakta Vrindabasi, Jata Bhakta Vrindabasi. Jata Bhakta Vrindabasi, Jata Bhakta Vrindabasi. All devotees are attracted to the market's interaction. All devotees are attracted to the market's interaction. Adhikari deke nama peche daro kasi. Adhikari deke nama peche daro kasi. Nittai qualifies each buyer, then conducts transactions. Nittai qualifies each buyer, then conducts transactions. Koda Nittai, Koda Nittai. Jadi nama kimbe bai, jadi nama kimbe bai. Jadi nama kimbe bai, jadi nama kimbe bai. And brother, if you want to buy, let us go now, you and I. Brother, if you want to buy, let us go now, you and I. Arma Sange Chalo Mahajana Kate Jai. Amar Sange Chalo Mahajana Kate Jai. Let us go and meet with the illustrious Nitai. Let us go and meet with the illustrious Nitai. Koda Nitai, Koda Nitai. To make him be Krishna Nama, to make him be Krishna Nama. To make him be Krishna Nama, to make him be Krishna Nama. You will buy the name of Krishna, I will gather my commission. You will buy the name of Krishna, I will gather my commission. Dasture lo ibo ami purnaha bekama. Dasture lo ibo ami purnaha bekama. Then we both shall relish our auspicious acquisitions. Then we both shall relish our auspicious acquisition.
Then we both shall relish our auspicious acquisition.
Koda Nitai, Koda Nitai.
Koda Nitai, Koda Nitai.
Borodoya Nityananda, Borodoya Nityananda.
Borodoya Nityananda, Borodoya Nityananda.
Borodoya Nityananda, Borodoya Nityananda.
Borodoya Nityananda, Borodoya Nityananda.
Nitai is so very generous, faith is all he's asking of us.
Nitai is so very generous, faith is all he's asking of us.
Nitai is so very generous, faith is all he's asking of us.
Nitai is so very generous, faith is all he's asking for us.
Shraddha Matra Loye Den Paramananda.
Shraddha Matra Loe Den Paramananda.
Shraddha Matra Loye Den Paramananda.
Shraddha Matra Loe Den Paramananda.
In exchange, he gives us bliss unparalleled and endless.
In exchange, he gives us bliss unparalleled and endless.
In exchange, he gives us bliss unparalleled and endless.
In exchange, he gave us bliss unparalleled and endless.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Ek bar dekle chak se jal, ek bar dekle chak se jal.
एक बार देख ले चक्षे जाल, एक बार देख ले चक्षे जाल.
Ek bar dekle chak se jal, ek bar dekle chak se jal.
एक बार देख ले चक्षे जाल, एक बार देख ले चक्षे जाल.
Now chant Gora if Nitai sees one teardrop in your eye.
Now chant Dora if it I sees one teardrop in your eye.
Now chant Gora if Nitai sees one teardrop in your eye.
Now chant Dora Nitai sees one teardrop in your eye.
Gora bole Nitai din sakala sambal.
Gora bole Nitai din sakala sambhal.
Gora bole Nitai din sakala sambal.
Gora bole Nitai din sakala sambhal.
Anything you want or need, he surely will supply.
Anything you want or need, he surely will supply.
Anything you want or need, he surely will supply.
Anything you want or need, he surely will supply.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai.
Then Shuddha Krishna Siksha, then Shuddha Krishna Siksha.
Then Shuddha Krishna Shiksha, then Shuddha Krishna Shiksha.
Then Shuddha Krishna Siksha, then Shuddha Krishna Siksha.
Then Shuddha Krishna Shiksha, then Shuddha Krishna Shiksha.
Krishna's teachings are so pure, this profound entrepreneur.
Krishna's teaching are so pure, this profound entrepreneur.
Krishna's teachings are so pure, this profound entrepreneur.
Krishna's teachings are so pure, this profound entrepreneur.
Jati dana vidya bala na kore apeksha.
Jati dhana vidya bala kore pakeksha.
Jati dhana vidya bala na kore apeksha.
Jati dhana vidya bala kore pakeksha.
Cares not for your knowledge, money, strength, or even your birth.
It's not for your knowledge, money, strength, or even your birth.
Cares not for your knowledge, money, strength, or even your birth.
It's not for your money, strength, or even your birth.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Amani chari maya jal, amani chari maya jal.
Amani chade maya jal, amani chade maya jal.
Amane chade maya jal, amane chade jaya jal.
Amane chade maya jal, amane chade maya jal.
Forest, home, or anywhere, shedding Maya's web of snares.
Forest, home, or anywhere, shedding Maya's web of snares.
Forest, home, or anywhere, shedding Maya's web of snares.
Forest, home, or anywhere, shedding Maya's web of snares.
Rihe tako bane tako natake janjal.
Rahe thako bane thako na thake janjal.
Rihe tako bane tako natake janjal.
Rahe thako bane thako na thake janjal.
All at once you will be free of each and every care.
All at once you will be free of each and every care.
All at once you will be free of any event care.
All at once you will be free of each and every care.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai.
Anaiko color boy, Anaiko color boy.
Anaiko kalir boy, Anaiko kalir boy.
Anaiko color boy, Anaiko color boy.
Anaiko kalir boy, Anaiko kalir boy.
Although Kali Yuga is here, you don't have a thing to fear.
Although Kali Yuga is here, you don't have a thing to fear.
Although Kali Yuga is here, you don't have a thing to fear.
Although Kali Yuga is here, you don't have a thing to fear.
Achandale de nama nitai doya moyam.
Manitai doya maya.
Achandale de nama nitai doya moyam.
Manitai doya moya.
Even chandalas can buy from this kind market here.
Even chandalas can buy from this kind market here.
Even chandalas can buy from this kind market here.
Even chandalas can buy from this kind market here.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai.
Bhakti vinodake koi, bhakti vinodake koi.
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 Bhakti vinoda cries out, Nitai's feet there is no doubt.
Bhakti vinoda cries out, Nitai's feet there is no doubt.
Bhakti vinoda cries out, Nitai's feet there is no doubt.
Bhakti vinoda cries out, Nitai's feet there is no doubt.
Nitai charanara bina arena shroy.
Nitai bina nahi ashray.
Nitai charanara bina nahi ashroy.
Nitai bina nahi ashray.
Are they only shelter you can never do
Are
without?
the shelter you can never do without.
Are they only shelter you can never do without?
Are the shelter you can never do without.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram.
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai,
Kodanitai, Kodanitai.
Kodanitai.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. All right, any reflections on that? Any thoughts? Right, Nitai qualifies each buyer. That means that people who are offensive don't get to come into the marketplace. Somebody has to have at least a Dao Shraddha, preliminary faith, the willingness to at least understand something about, enough humility to acknowledge there is some superior energy to me, there's some superior person. Is that all right? Okay.
Line English. Are the only shelter you can never do without. Yeah, but why? Bengali version.
Bengali, please. Yeah.
Nitai Charana Bina or Nahi Ashray.
Hmm.
So can the English also, can we have Nitai in the first two words? Can we replace and sing?
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is called poetic license. Sometimes you have to rearrange things a little bit. Okay. The editor. So yes, Bhaktivinoda cries out. You see, and actually in all of these lines, he repeats it twice. Because the Bengali and Sanskrit phrases are so packed with meaning. It really takes more English syllables to capture as much as possible. Even then you miss so much. But yeah, Bhaktivinoda cries out. Nitai Charana Bina Nahi Ashray. So that is the best I could do. Okay. All right. Any other poetic corrections?
No, I was saying it's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I was appreciating that line that if we can just have one teardrop, then Nitai will give us everything we need.
Mm.
And so I was just reflecting on all of the shortcomings I have personally, or all the desires I have in my service. And I get so much encouragement and inspiration knowing that if I can just develop a little attraction for chanting Krishna's names, Gauranga's names, then I'll get everything I need.
Yes, that is what has propelled this movement, isn't it? Since the very beginning, 50, 60, almost 60 years ago. That you see, we began our Krishna consciousness by Adao Shraddha, a little faith, and then Sadhu Sangha, association with other devotees, and then Bhajana Kriya, then some regulated chanting and hearing. And that leads us to the stage of Anartha Nivritti, which then leads us to the stage of Nishta, or firm faith. So this is the faith with which we can really purchase the name. So Srila Prabhupada, in describing Advaita Acharya, he says that an Acharya is a person who knows the philosophy, practices the philosophy, and teaches the philosophy. So that's the advanced stage. And that teardrop, in one sense, can represent compassion for people who are still struggling with the three modes of material nature, who have no idea about the whole transcendental world, which is their birthright. In the Bhagavad Gita, at the end of the text, after explaining everything, Krishna says, "Nacha tasmin manuseshu kaschin me priyakritama." No one is more dear to me than one who shares the message of Bhagavad Gita. So there's no pressure, there's no coercion, but when we are feeling full in our spiritual life, we will naturally want to share it with others. And then Lord Nityananda gives everything. Remember, Srila Prabhupada started this movement with $4 and no friends and some books. That's all he had. And the order of his guru. And the order of his guru was the energy to execute it. And so that order is manifest in Lord Nityananda, and he has shown his incredible mercy by, even in this land of Chandalas, that everybody is eligible. So Srila Prabhupada used to say, just what one person can do. Look what one person has done. What can all of us do? Those of us who have resources and youth and time, and also knowledge and books. When I first became a devotee in 1972, we had just a few books and a few tapes of Srila Prabhupada, and there was no kirtan tape. There was the Govinda Radha Krishna Temple album came out, and we listened to that 5 million times. So now we have so much, and we have such a depth of wisdom to share with people. So when we come to the point of wanting to share spontaneously, then that teardrop may appear. And then certainly whatever we need, Krishna will provide because the preacher is so dear to him. We to go out and do Hari Nam, such a simple thing. Just go and do Hari Nam. When Srila Prabhupada first introduced Hari Nam, the devotees were very reluctant to go out in the street. Okay, it was hard one thing to chant in the temple, but to go out in the street and chant. And so he personally took them out because he knew when they went out they would love it. And that was exactly what happened. They felt it's so amusing in a way to go on Harinam and just see the modes of nature passing by you in various manifestations. And people are thinking, who are these crazy people? And we're thinking, who are these crazy people? What they're missing is so sad. One of my friends in Alachua, they go out every time there's a football game there at the University of Florida. And so she has been going for many, many years. She's about 72 now. And one afternoon she was out and somebody passed by and said, "You're getting older." And she said, "You are too." All right, any other reflections, comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Haribo.
Thank you for introducing this wonderful poem by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This is my first time hearing it and singing it. As Bhaktivinoda Thakur had beautifully written this, and there is a flow to it, like who's the broker, where you can come and get things done. And as I was thinking, comparing to a contract that when we try to buy a house, there's a contract that the broker lets us sign. And it also lists all similar kind of things, but in a material world, right? So the Bhaktivinoda Thakur has beautifully written everything and very detailing everything, and all the contract details also, like what you'll get and what not. But there is one difference between a material broker and this broker here. The material broker makes us sign as thing, and also one more thing is, at the end of the contract, we sign things, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur also signs it, right? And then, but the difference here is the broker wants us to sign so that they get their 3% or whatever 6% things is.
Yeah.
Here, the beneficiary is us. We get things, we get benefited from it, and not the broker. So that's the mood of surrender that Nityananda Prabhu is giving.
Very nice, very nice point.
So
yes,
that's what I thought.
The customer is actually the beneficiary in this contract, and when you sign a contract, then you have to execute it. This contract you can walk out anytime.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah.
Karma back guarantee. Yeah.
And this also sets a mood, right, for welcoming Nityananda Prabhu next Monday for all of us. And
I'm glad. Yes.
so thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for doing all you're doing to share Krishna consciousness. It's very much in the mood of Lord Nityananda. Any last?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Just your song, the song that you sang leaves me with profound love for Lord Nityananda. Till now, my ignorance, I always, see Lord Nityananda as an incarnation of Balrama. But when you explain Lakshmanji's pastime or Balram's pastime or even Nityananda's pastime, I see a difference in personality. And with this song, I'm sorry, I have been ignorant, but I'm creating deep love for Lord Nityananda. So thank you so much.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yes.
That's the perfection of life, isn't it? Haribo. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji. You're like the beta test audience for this bhajan. We did it once in Dallas. All right. Well, no, Prabhu. We're trying to get some good musicians to record it in a more appropriate way. But,
So how many hours Kirtanir sing? I like Prabhupada Hare Krishna mantra. So need not be a good musician. I like what you are singing, Prabhu.
all right.
Yeah,
well,
you can keep it.
all right.
Whoever likes you, they will listen to
Yeah,
it.
we'll sell about 30 copies. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have, unfortunately, these are printed in India. We don't have any copies here, but I'll leave one for you in the temple. Yeah, in fact, I'll leave this one for you. Oh, you have, all right. Yes, yes. Okay, so, but we'll make a point to have them available as soon as possible. In fact, have you heard any word from the Indian embassy, Stephen? There's hope. Okay. Stephen has his ticket to India, but then the visa was held up. Fortunately, there's a devotee in the visa department in Houston. So we're seeing if we can work it out. Anyway, my point is, if you come, then there's going to be another 70 copies of this book in Texas. So okay. We have one more short bhajan. Shall we do one more? Okay, this. This is by Srila Lochandas Thakur. Okay. This is the first time this has ever been done, so we'll see how we do. Nittai Gunamani Amar Nittai Gunamani
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 Aniya Premer Vanya Basha Ilo Avani
Aniya Premaravanya Bhashilailo Mani
Aniya Premer Vanya Basha Ilo Avani
Aniya Premaravanya Vaisailo Vani
Nittai jewel of virtues, oh my Nittai best of pearls
Nittai jewel of virtues, oh my Nittai best of pearls.
Nittai jewel of virtues, oh my Nittai best of pearls.
Nittai jewel of virtues, oh my Nittai best of pearls.
Your ecstatic flood of prem has overwhelmed the world.
Your ecstatic flood of prem has overwhelmed the world.
Your ecstatic flood of prem has overwhelmed the world.
Your ecstatic flood of prem has overwhelmed the world.
Premer Vanya Loya Nittai Ailo Garadeshe.
Premir Vanya Loe Nittai Aile Goda Dese.
Premar Vanya Loya Nittai Aila Goda Deshe.
Preme Vanya Loya Nittai Aile Goda Deshe.
Dubilo Bakata Gana Dina Hina Base. Dubilo Bakata Gana Dina Hina Base.
Dubilo Bhakata Ganna Dina Hina Bashe.
When you flooded Godadesh with your ecstatic love.
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 All the blissful bhaktas watch the wretched float above.
All the blissful bhakta watch the wretched float above.
All the blissful bhaktas watch the wretched float above.
All the blissful bhaktas watch the wretched float above.
Dina hina patita pamara nahe bache.
Dina hina patita pamara nahi bache.
Dina hina patita pamara nahi bache.
Dina hina patita pamara nahi bache. jache.
Brahma Dulabha Prema Sabakare Jache.
Sabakare jache.
Brahma Dulabha Prema Sabakare Jache.
Sabakare jache.
Nitai bestows prema upon Nitai bestows prema on fallen souls who didn't care.
Nitai bestows prema on fallen souls who didn't.
Nitai bestows prema on fallen souls who didn't care.
Nitai bestows prema on fallen souls who didn't care.
Even Lord Brahma longs for the prema that Nitai shares.
Even Lord Brahma longs for the prema that Nitya shares.
Even Lord Brahma longs for the prema that Nitai shares.
Even Lord Brahma longs for the prema that Nitya shares.
Abadha Karuna Sindhu Nitai Katiya.
Abada Karuna Sindhu Nitai Katiya.
Abadha Karuna Sindhu Nitai Katiya.
Abada Karuna Sindhu Nitai Katiya.
Mohan Gare Gare Bule Premanari Arban.
Mohan Gare Gare Bule Prema Mi Arban.
Mohan Gare Gare Bule Premani Arban.
Mohan Gare Gare Bule Prema Mi Arban.
Nitai cut a channel to this pent up sea of love.
Nitai cut a channel to this pent up sea of love.
Nitai cut a channel to this pent up sea of love.
Nitai cut a channel to this pent up sea of love.
Now it splashes house to house in great ecstatic flood.
Now it splashes house to house in great ecstatic flood.
Now it splashes house to house in great ecstatic flood.
Now it splashes house to house in ecstatic flood.
Lochan bole morni tai jebana badilo.
Lochan bole morne tai jebana bachilo.
Lochan bole morni tai jebana balilo.
Lochan bole morne tai jebana majilo.
Janiya shuniya se atma gati hoilo.
Janiya suniya se atma gati bilo.
Janiya shuniya se atma gati hoilo.
Janiya suniya se atma gati hoilo.
Lochanda says anyone not worshipping Nitai.
Lochanda says anyone worship Nitai.
Lochanda says anyone not worshipping Nitai.
Lochanda says anyone not worship Nitai.
Misses on this wondrous chance committing suicide.
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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Gaur
Hari
Premanandi.
Hari Bo.
Did you notice anything about both of the last verses of these songs? Something they both had in common? The final verse of each song. You go up one. Well, certainly That's common in both of these particular bhajans, but in these and nearly all of our bhajans, we see the same thing. Yes.
They speak about themselves in the third person. Lochan Das says,
Yeah, right.
Stephen says,
Bhaktivinoda
Thakur
cries
says.
out, yes. Yes, why is that? Anyone know why that is? There's two reasons. One is that the author is saying, whatever faults are in this song, I am responsible. On the other hand, the author is also saying, this song is copyrighted by me. So both ways. All right, any reflections on this particular bhajan? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Beautiful songs. I also sing, Prabhu, but it's very hard to sing Bengali song. But you made it so easy. I can feel. So you set the tune for this, Prabhuji?
I'm sorry?
You set the tune melody for this?
There's so many melodies.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's really very, very nice, Prabhuji. Like when we sing Bengali songs, it's hard to connect sometimes because each time you need to, because we know Hindi, but Bengali is different, right? But you made it so simple and easy. Thank you so much.
You like to sing? Maybe you could make a recording some of the songs, huh?
Sure, Roji. It
Okay.
will be my pleasure.
Please.
Thank you so much.
All right. Other reflections? Govinda.
I had a question. In what mood should, as like us bhaktas, aspiring bhaktas, should we worship Nityananda? Like, how should we pray to him?
How should we pray to Lord Nityananda? Lord Nityananda has unleashed this ecstatic flood, so we should pray to be drowned. Yes. We're drowning in the bottom, and we're looking up and we're seeing all the scholars and scientists and unfortunate people floating on the top. Saying, not me, not me. You and Amiya, you're there at the University of Texas in this wonderful new Bhakti house that is giving an opportunity now for all those tens of thousands of students to come closer to Krishna. Lord Nityananda's movement is this great transcendental adventure, you know. One of my friends was telling me about, he attended a funeral. It was a very sad affair. It was a gentleman who died suddenly of a hemorrhage in his 40s, left his wife and young kids. And so everyone had gathered, somber occasion, and all his friends were stepping up to eulogize him. One after the next, they all said the same thing. He was such a great fan of the Gators. Hook 'em horns. Yeah. That's all they could say about this was his life's legacy. He was just a great fan of the football team. So my point is that when we take the adventure of Lord Nityananda in our lives, this amazing series of events unfolds. He brings us people who are just waiting to understand why their lives are unfulfilled. He brings those people into our orbit because we're willing to share. He gives us a legacy that goes beyond the ordinary. And when we touch one or two people in our lives who are transformed by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, it's like Bhaktivinoda, we get a commission. We get a spiritual commission for every life that is touched. So in the course of that, we may have money, we may not, we may have fame, we may not, we may have facilities, we may not. That no longer matters very much because we know all of these things are ephemeral anyway. But Lord Nityananda has a way of providing the resources that we need when they are no longer our priority. Right? And so we just try to serve him and then join this adventure. And then our lives will be not only eulogized, but memorialized forever. Every time we participate in Lord Nityananda's movement. the demigods are lining up, waiting to take birth in the Sankirtan movement. Because, yes, they can't escape their material attachments. And they see that with no qualification, by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, all of these unqualified people are entering into Radha Krishna prema. This is like, we sing the Guru Vastikam prayers in the morning. Nikunjayuno Rati Kelisi. Yeah, the spiritual master is making tasteful arrangements for the perfection of Radha and Krishna's conjugal loving affairs. So in Chaitanya Lila, that means we're bringing the conditioned souls together with Krishna. And that is the same rasa as in Radha Krishna Lila. So this is for Kali Yuga. Yes, Lord Chaitanya is the Yuga avatar, and Lord Nityananda is his expansion dealing with us. So we serve Lord Nityananda by bringing others to Lord Nityananda. Again, there's no pressure for this. It's not like we can't get salvation without getting other salvation. Our salvation is guaranteed just by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and following the regulative principles. We're no longer concerned about that. But in the course of that, in our emotional and spiritual awakening, we may feel that compassion for others, that's Lord Nityananda's. That's how we can serve Lord Nityananda. Doing our best, whatever level we're on, whatever we can do to share, just sharing in this way. Lord Nityananda is very pleased with this. Someone asked us in Dallas yesterday about this. He was asking a similar point this gentleman was making just now. Okay, I hear how important it is to worship Lord Nityananda, but I have no feeling for Lord Nityananda. I chant Hare Krishna, I see Radha and Krishna, but I have no feeling for Lord Nityananda. So I was explaining that if we're chanting Hare Krishna, Lord Nityananda is smiling. He's just happy to see. In Kali Yuga, all the people chanting Hare Krishna, there's no need to keep a special focus on him. Just follow the instruction to chant the holy name. And in this way, we are connected with Lord Nityananda automatically. All right. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. You were chanting really nicely about it.
Thank you. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So I have a question. Is Nityananda ji or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who is kinder in day?
Who is kinder, Nityananda or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is more kind than Krishna. Because Krishna says, Sarva Dharmam Parityajya, you surrender to me, I will protect you. Lord Chaitanya does not make that requirement. But when Jagai and Madhai attacked Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya was so furious he came to decapitate them. And who intervened? Nityananda, yes. So this shows us, if we please Lord Nityananda, even if Lord Chaitanya is not pleased with us, we're protected. Very good question. What is your name? Mira. Nice to meet you. You're named after the great devotee.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you for the wonderful class and songs. So I have a similar question actually. So we say here Nityananda Prabhu has given this, freely this Krishna Prema. We also say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing freely. So which one we should take it? I mean, I don't know.
Now you know it's Nityananda, right? If we get the mercy of Lord Nityananda, then we're covered. Lord Nityananda instructed Krishnadas Kaviraj to write the Chaitanya Charitamrita for our benefit. So yeah, he is our connection to Lord Chaitanya. You remember that Krishnadas Kaviraj had a brother, I believe, or a relative. He said, yes, I believe in Lord Chaitanya, but I don't believe in Lord Nityananda. And so he threw him out of the house. All right.
So they are so merciful actually. So
yes,
yeah,
Parama Karuna Pahundwijana Nitai Gaurachandra, Saba Avatars, Shiro Shiromani, Kevala Anandakanda. They are the essence of all incarnations.
Right.
And why? Because Kevala and Nandakana, they just teach this path of bliss. So we need both, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. But if we could only get one, it's Lord Nityananda. Okay. Tava Kripa Boli by Chaitanya Nitai. That was about Advaita Acharya, right? Haha Prabhu Sita Pati Advaita Goshai. Tava Kripa Boli by Chaitanya Nitai. Without the mercy of Advaita, then we can't get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So
All the three.
all the three. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Prabhu. It's a weeknight, Tuesday night. Everyone better go home and we'll take rest. Oh, yeah, one last point. Okay,
Prabhu.
that's Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. So can you, we have a quick thank you note from Upendra Prabhu.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
First of all, I'm not qualified to give a thank you note, and I was also very emotional in your class. So hopefully I did a good job. I want to welcome you and your smiling associate. A warm welcome from Hare Krishna Temple of Austin and ISKCON of Cedar Park. Hare Krishna. If at all we could take one thing on this weekday, we are all tired, is, as Prabhu said, faith in Krishna as instructed by Nityananda Prabhu, and just profound love for Nityananda Prabhu. You talked about how Advaita Acharya ji was preaching impersonalism and how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reprimanded him, and the rest is history. You also talked about how, Nityananda ji is the incarnation of Balram, Lakshman. When he was Lakshman, I never knew this pastime, how he tried to lord over Ram by opposing him, could not get his way.
Yeah.
So next time he decided, I'll be your elder brother. Still could not get his way. And then he came as Lord Nityananda. He may not have gotten his way, but he has given a way to all the devotees, as you talked about it. You said that Lord Nityananda accepts the rejected. And you gave examples of Jagai and Madai. We all are conditioned souls, rejected, and that's why I take shelter of Lord Nityananda. You talked about a beautiful pastime of how Bhaktivinoda Thakur had to struggle, but then came almost at the top, and then they wrote 100 books. I really love that we all, are in this material world. In our olden times, when we were not too Krishna consciousness, the only thing we would do on weekdays and weeknights is go to a marketplace, right? Mall. I love that this is a spiritual marketplace that your song presented. Krishna's holy names are sold for just a price of faith. That was one of the lines in your first song. Really touched me. Kodai Nitai, Kodai Nitai. Koda Nitai, Koda Nitai.
Boss.
Forgive me. You also said, and Prabhuji asked the question, Nitai qualifies each buyer, then conducts transaction. We need to at least have, as you said, some love on faith. And then you ended with another song. I just want to say, you said that even demigods are lining up to take birth, and this Sankirtan moment, in this Sankirtan moment. So what about us? And that's why we should bring ourselves and as a service to Lord Nityananda, others. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for that
Prabhuji.
beautiful summary. Hare Krishna.
Thank you all for attending this. Now we are concluding this program. Please have a to-go prasadam box while you are going. Hare Krishna.